Welcome back. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. Well, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how long it's been since I've been in this seat. It's been a couple of weeks, actually, just a couple of weeks. Couple events went down, all that. You see a nice background right now? You're saying Happy Thanksgiving. But it is actually here at SKST TV Productions. It is happy. No, hold. Let me get it right. Happy Thanks for Giving. Happy Thanks for Giving. Or just say, look, thanks for giving. Do you understand the concept here? I didn't even introduce myself because I'm excited to be back. You see that? Thanks for giving. Happy Thanks for Giving. Listen, the people, the minds that came up with this Happy Thanks for Giving, it's going to be coined for life because Happy Thanks for Giving. Oh, thanks for giving. Thanks. I see what you did there. That was phenomenal. The team did their thing with that. I leave. I come back. I get a whole new background. Thanks for giving. They got new lingo. Happy Thanks for Giving. It is the season for giving. Actually, you're absolutely right with that. But thank you for tuning in again to Talking Out the Box podcast. I'm your host, Lamont Ferguson. And yes, I have been away for a while. There's been a lot of things going on. Before I went on a little hiatus, I was preparing for Until Death Do Us Part, the stage play, which went over. Man, listen, if you was not there at the FFX Theater right there on Atlantic Avenue, right here in Virginia Beach, Virginia, that's ran by Tim Ritter and company. And if you wasn't there, you missed a treat. The house was packed. Plenty of people enjoyed everything. And not only that, they have food on site by Moe's, and they have like pulled chicken, pulled beef, pulled pork. Man, food is good there. They got a Philly wrap. The Philly rap, it's to live for. Because people say it's to die for. No, it's to live for. It is to live for. The Philly rap, they could do chicken. So you had a phenomenal play Until Death Do Us Part, the stage play. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit. But the food was good. The ambiance was there. The food was good. And for those people that need those ABC drinks, the alphabet drinks that you get from the ABC store, they had that. And this is one thing they got. It's called the Tropical Punch. It was good. Listen, phenomenal event. Phenomenal. Thank you all for coming out and supporting the event. And we're going to talk more about that later. But I'm glad to be back. As you can see, I'm running my mouth, and I even do the right opening. I just jumped right on in there, and yeah. But before I get to the rest of this stuff, I want y'all to hear me. So I'm gonna take off my glasses. I want y'all to hear me. Are y'all listening to me? I want y'all all to say happy birthday to Miss Cammie Grayson. She is at home right now. She is celebrating her birthday. She is celebrating to the fullest. We love you to life, Cammie. We love you to life. Happy birthday. Thank you for everything that you do around here and everywhere. And whoa, look at that. I'm getting all excited. You see that? Lord have mercy. Don't fire me. I got to get something. Y'all just stay right there. 1 second, 2 seconds. I just had a little splash. Sorry about that, y'all. But we like to say thank you for being who you are and taking charge of SKST Productions and doing what you're doing here. You have created an environment that people want to come to and do their thing, their podcast. And we appreciate you around here. So go ahead, sip it up. I'm not gonna say what you're sipping on. You're sipping on some tea, right? Some adult tea, right? So we're gonna leave that there. Um, so yeah, happy birthday. Enjoy it to the max. Enjoy it to the max. Now, I always have a couple of sayings when I start off the show. And today I just got kind of happy because there's a whole bunch of new stuff going on and got me spilling my stuff. I got to dot this up a little bit. Don't fire me, please. Please don't fire me. Please don't fire me. Got to fix this here. All right. Um, be great on purpose. Don't be clumsy on purpose. Be great on purpose. No matter what you do in life, be great at it. Okay, whether it's becoming a plumber or a HVAC tech or a lighting guy or a rapper, singer, whatever, pastor, whatever you're doing, just be great at it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta fix my one pack. There you go. Be great at what you do. And be great on purpose. My next one is a lot of people talk about how their Wi-Fi connection is shaky. Um, and they be like, look, Verizon service is not good. Cox cable is not good. Xfinity is not good. Whatever your cable or internet service is not good. You always say that. But you always talk about how your connection is always shaky when it's bad weather. Oh, it's raining outside. My Wi-Fi is not connected. But listen, if you stay connected to God, your connection will never, never, ever be shaky. And I added one to my list of things to open with. I gotta take this off here. This is interrupting. Um, stop. Okay, stop following your plans. What I mean by that, stop following your plans. We all set all these plans, all this stuff. We set all our plans for the day. We set up plans for the month. We set up plans. We set up our plans for this. We set up our plan. Why do we keep setting up plans? Why don't we just follow God's plan? Why don't we do that? Oh yeah, I got this is my plan right here, man. This is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. This is what I'm going to do. This is my plan. Come on. How about we just follow God's plan? What God has in store for you, He has in store for it's for you. It was something else I was thinking about today. I put this out there in the atmosphere too. We worried about when the storm is here. We always worry about, oh man, I can't wait till the storm pass. Can't wait till the storm pass. Why don't we learn how to dance in the rain? Why don't we learn how to deal with adversity? Because at the same time, while you're dealing with the adversity, you following God's plan or God's plan, however that goes, then you're going to be okay. So when that storm is there and your plan is set up to do this, learn how to dance in the rain and follow God's plan. Oh man, you know what? I'm about to go to Hallmark. This stuff is good. This stuff is good. No, let me stop. But no, really, this is serious stuff. Stop following your plan and follow God's plan. When the storm is there, you got to learn how to dance in the rain instead of waiting till the storm is over. Because a lot of times we get into the mindset, man, this storm going to be over soon. I can't wait till the storm is over. I can't wait. Learn how to dance in the rain and get over the adversity. Learn how to deal with the adversity and get through it. On another note, without getting too emotional, but since I've been gone, we had a week. What you call? I gotta try to get my thoughts together. Midweek comedy relief that I was advertising for a while. And on that show was Rob Rival and Donna Lewis. Both of these individuals are near and dear to me. During this time of planning, once again, following our plans, we lost Donna. She transitioned, and it hurt. It hurt for a while. It still hurts. Phenomenal person. She got into comedy at the age, she would have been 64 next week. And she hopped into the comedy game at the age of 55. She stopped following her plan. She followed God's plans. You can leave that up. And if she allowed people to say, hey, you're 55, why are you doing comedy? You work for NASA. Why would you be doing that? She didn't let that stop her. And in the comedy game, in this comedy world, the comedy game, however you want to say it, I've been doing comedy 12 years. She's right there at 11. She was there at 11 years. And she did cruises across she went on cruises across the world. She went from this coast to that coast, up north, down south, all over. When I say major names, know this young lady. She utilized what I talk about, being great on purpose, be intentional. And she was very, very intentional about what she did. She was like, you know what, I'm going to get into this and I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it right. And she not only flourished in the comedy world, not just around Hampton Roads, comedy world. Some major names know who she is. She got into improv, and she also there's the Push Comedy Theater right in Norfolk, Virginia. Brad and company, I know those guys, they're phenomenal people over there. She created a program that catered to not just African Americans entertainers, but like this, the mixed population. Let's do it that way. And she made it diverse. She created a whole culture there, and said, "Hey, we want to be in these shows, and we can be the face of these shows." And she created a improv comedy group, Lemon. It sells on. We always joke about that. She's like, you can never get the group right. In the way she talked to you, and she was, oh man, Ferguson, yeah, man, you silly. You can't get yourself together. But she created that group, and a very diverse group, and they traveled throughout the United States on the back of her. Because when she got into this thing, she didn't say, hey, I'm 55 and I'm going to try this out. She said, I'm 55 and this is what I'm going to do. I am going to be great on purpose. And she influenced everybody around her. And when I say how can I say this? There are people where we've all been there. There are people in our lives that have passed on, have transitioned, have gained their wings, however we want to say it. And we get on Facebook and we make these comments. Oh, you're gonna be missed. You were a great person. A lot of times, I'm calling people to the rug. A lot of times people say things that they see it there, they just say it. And it's just empty phrases, quotes, cliches, and stuff. But when I tell you, with Donna, it was not a cliche. It was 100%. What do people say? 100%, 10 toes down. Like, she was that person. She touched a lot of people, and she inspired a lot of people. Because when you look at a person, they get into something. We say, "Oh, you getting into this late in life." Why it has to be late in life? How come it's like I just can't get into this? I'm hopping in this, and I'm going to do this thing, whatever that thing is. And for her thing was comedy. While working at NASA, a very high level job. And she's like, look, this is what I want to do. And people came out and supported her. Time and time again, we've done several shows together. From here to Harrisburg, all over the place. World Series of Comedy together. Just a lot of different locations and clubs and all kind of rooms. When you're doing comedy, you in all kind of rooms. And she was in all kinds of rooms and very respected. Well, we definitely going to miss her. And Kazi's is our home club. We also ran Sunday's Funnies out of Kazi's Comedy Club, which is ran by Lorraine Cosgrove. And Lorraine is an awesome person. And that's our home club. And she lets you know where you go wrong doing comedy, you're not ready, or when you're ready to feature and all this other stuff. And so we're going to have a tribute to Donna Lewis, November 30th, at 4 o'clock, at $5 cover. And so it was going to be a bunch of comedians, not telling jokes and being disrespectful. But, there may be some jokes, but they won't be disrespectful. But it's all a tribute to her, to Donna. Donna was also a person that definitely spoke her mind. And like when you talked to her, you knew the answer. You knew whether, did she mean that? Like some people could say something, and be like, did he mean? Did Art really mean that? Did Cammy? Did T-Nice mean that? Like when she say it, she meant it. she meant it. And like I said, she's definitely gonna be missed. I already miss our conversations because I'll call her, hey, what's going on? And she, we were supposed to do the show. We were supposed to do it last month, and it got pushed back to this month. And look what happened. Our time is not guaranteed here, so that's why you have to be great on purpose. You have to stay connected to God. You got to learn how to dance in the rain when the storm is there. Stop waiting for the storm to be over. We always waiting for, when the storm passed, I'm gonna just hop into this game. I'm gonna hop into this comedy game, man. I'm gonna hop into this comedy game. Or I'm gonna hop in and start my own business, man. That's what I'm gonna do. Why? Why wait till the storm? Learn how to dance in the rain. Learn how to deal with the situation that's right there. And that's what she was dealing with it right there head on. And she said at 55, she was like, look, and we was talking about it when I came through. How did you do that? We came across each other. Oh, the mic. Oh, okay. And we just clicked. We clicked. And when we did Sunday Funnies, she was so organized. She had the spreadsheet, and she was like, okay, we had this person on, this person, they rotate. She was phenomenal. So I said all that to say, at Cosby's Comedy Club, a tribute to Donna Lewis, November 30th, 2025 at 4 p.m. Cover is $5. Come out and if you knew her, come on out and celebrate. You know me, so come on out, celebrate. It's gonna be a good time. There's a list of comedians that, like I said, we're gonna say some things, celebrate her name. Uh, mm. Let's take an early break. All right, let's take an early break. Yeah, so we're gonna go to a break, and then out of that break, yeah, thank you.
Well, thanks for giving, thanks for love, shining light from heaven above. We lift each voice, we rise and sing for the joy this season brings. Coming grace and show, it's time to shine. Hope and healing, stories divine. Tune in now, let your spirit glow. Thanks for giving, let the whole world know. On the Coming Grace and Show. From the heart of the coast where the waves rise high, Bay Magazine we lift and amplify. Stories of love, of strength, of pride. Giving back, standing tall side by side. We are the rhythm, we are the voice. Community rising, making bold choice. On short drive, we shine, we soar. Bay Magazine, forever, ever.
Dive into the vibrant world of the SKST podcast, where passion meets entertainment. Join us as we explore the dynamic stories that drive street grind entertainment and the creative beats behind Beats by Bro production. Each episode promises insightful conversations and electrifying moments, celebrating culture and innovation. Tune in and feel the energy as we bring raw talent and unforgettable experiences to your ears.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Just had to take a little breather, break or whatnot. So we're gonna hop into the current events. One of the things I just learned, I saw that I saw online that someone said, what is, yes, she definitely will be missed. They was talking about Donna, yes. They were talking about Pharrell. They was like, what did Pharrell do now? And apparently Pharrell made a comment. Pretty much, I'm gonna just let me do it like this, paraphrase it. So pretty much the way he feel black people getting hired by being black, he said, why should we get hired just because we're black? Which is causing a backlash. The thing is, let me pull it up. Because this is brand new. I just saw it when I came in today, and he said this, and I want to quote him on this. Black. So what he said was, there was some backlash, in regards to politics and stuff. And it clearly says, do you want the job because you're black or because you're qualified? Or let me say it the right way. I just paraphrase it again. If I'm gonna be talking about stuff, I gotta get myself together. So Pharrell asked, he said, Pharrell Williams, and y'all know who he is. Do you want the job because you're black or because you're the best? This here is a loaded question. I can probably go the rest of the show, but I got a lot of other things to talk about. But do you want the job because you're black or brown? Or do you want the job because you're the best? That's a loaded question, because when you go into situations when you get hired because you're black, they're filling a quota. And when they fill that quota, that means they're shutting the door on other black people that's probably, let's say, for instance, if my man Art was better qualified than I am, but I get hired, I'm the last black person to get hired in the company, and he's way more qualified in IT than I am, he won't get hired because they filled the quota because you're black. Is that necessarily a good thing? Is what the backlash, that's why he's receiving a backlash. Now let's see it. Let's go to the next level. I understand what he's saying, because I want to get hired because I am the best candidate for that job. Now, in the scenario that I just utilized, saying, hey, they hired me to fill their quota. I'm not qualified as an IT person. I don't know nothing about IT. I barely know a little bit. You get what I'm saying? And they hired me. Oh, man, you're great. You fit the job. I don't know anything. I go in there, all kind of viruses. I'm not qualified for the job. But they hired me because I'm black. But Art is well qualified. But he doesn't get in the door because they filled their quota. I get what he's saying. And so you have companies that have probably filled spots with black and brown people that's probably not qualified for that position, whereas there are other black and brown people that are qualified for that position that need to be in that position. I don't understand the internet nowadays. Like, as soon as you say something about blacks, I can't believe he said that. He's black. He's a big millionaire. And he's saying that because he got all that money. Just think about it. I'm gonna say the analogy again, because just in case somebody be like, look at Ferguson. Look at Lamont. Look at Ferg. He doing the same thing Pharrell did. If me and Art are going up for a job, he's more qualified than I am when it comes to IT stuff. But because they hired me, they was like, oh, you're the last black person or the brown person, however people want to address it. Yep, we got all our black and brown people. Art can't get in there. Art can't do his thing. Now, Art can't support his family. It's a trickle effect. Now, Art got to look for something else. Because that company A, filled their quota with black and brown people. Like, look, we hire black people. It's not fair. It's not a dang, somebody talking about me. My nose itching. I don't know what that means right there. But it's just not fair. So I definitely understand what Pharrell is talking about. So if Art is more qualified than I am, then Art need to get the job. That's plain and simple. The next current event. Now here's another situation that happened locally right here in Chesapeake, Virginia, because people outside the area will be watching this. They had a situation with 9 innocent women were kicked out of Cork and Bull Chop House after 2 other African American females were fighting. The staff kicked the 9 women out. They had nothing to do with the other 2 women. There were 9 women that was enjoying their food. The 2 African American females, they were fighting. They need to get arrested and get put out of there. They were the ones that need to get put out there. Instead, not just those 2 young ladies getting put out. They don't, not just those 2. They weren't the only ones that got put out. I was trying to get my thoughts together. Sorry about that. The other 9 that was there, minding their business, having a good time, got put out too. And the lady, I'm glad they suing y'all, Cork and Bull, because let me fix my shirt. Sorry, I had to fix my shirt. Because you kicked 9 people out, 9 black and brown females out, and your statement was, she said, the lady said specifically, why are you kicking us out? We weren't fighting. We were just here. They told her, y'all like to fight. Y'all like to fight. Generalized the situation by saying y'all like to fight. So y'all got, if you're black, brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, or Haitian, we don't eat there. I ain't never been there. This is my first time hearing about it, but you do not need to spend your dollars at a location where they're going to generalize a situation and put you out and embarrass you in front of everybody that's there. You got to stop eating there. Was Cork and Bull Chop House in Chesapeake, Virginia. This is not something from a tabloid. This is not something fake news. It's not fake news. This is real life stuff happening in 2025. Kicked them out, told them that y'all like fighting. That's why y'all getting put out. They wasn't even fighting. It was a whole, call it what it is. It was a racist situation. It was definitely a horrible situation. And I hope they sue the pants off the owner, especially if you don't come to the carpet and say an apology or something need to be done. Nobody at the time when I saw the story yesterday, at that time, nobody did anything. There was no comment. The news people reached out, hey, what's going on with the situation? They had no comment. How you not have a comment? If this is my establishment, one of my staff members, my wait staff or my host kick you out, you're making not just the business look, you're making me look bad, and the whole business looks bad now because of that staffer that did that to those 9 ladies. I like that. Money is green and can't spend anywhere. Who can respect me as a person? That is absolutely right. So take our dollars and go spend it somewhere else, because that definitely wasn't right, man. Y'all know I'm from Detroit. I would have, look, Detroit. I've always got someone Detroit on. Look, I would have lost my stuff. I would have been like, I had to think about the comments I was going to make, because it's wrong. It's wrong. You should not be in a situation where you're kicking people out because you're talking about, oh, because y'all like to fight. That's crazy. Another news. Let's go on in another news. Trump has, the principal of the United States have decided to put out in the atmosphere. It's more distraction stuff. I'm going to give everybody $2,000 for the tariff rebate. I haven't seen it in my account. I'm just letting you know, Mr. Principal of the United States of America, I haven't seen my $2,000 that you're supposed to be giving us from the tariffs. And I'm just letting you know this. It's not going to change the way I think about you. It's not going to change the things that you've done already corrupt. So by you putting that money out, that's not going to change us. That's not going to change the thing. We still need to know what's in the Epstein files. We still need to know. And we already know, because if it was other people, whether if it's an independent, if it was a Democrat, or if it was a Republican on that list that you didn't like, or not didn't, that you don't like, you would just put that out there. But because you're involved in this, like, that's why you're not in a rush to oh, my thing's glowing. Oh, I got some more blue. I'm gonna have to take these off. I didn't realize that. I got into my own world. I got all kind of colors that's making this thing disappear. Okay, I had to free my mind. Yeah, so it's not going to change my mind. I think you're a corrupt bum. You know, Charlemagne, the Breakfast Club, they got the donkey of the day. I need to have a bum of the day. You are the bum of the day. You stay the bum of the day on this show. I'm just saying, because, yeah. And then with this whole Epstein file stuff, more and more people, you guys got a lot of problems now, because there's a lot of other Republicans that are now starting to not like what you're doing there, sir. So, principal United States, it seems like that you're losing ground on your supporters. Your super, super, ultra MAGA fans, they're going to love you regardless. That's what makes you dangerous, because you can do whatever and they'll still love you. But they're not going to tell you the truth. But there are some Republicans starting to tell the truth, and they don't like you, man. I'm just saying. Let's move on. Yeah, I did kind of talk about Until Death Do Us Part already. But yeah, so it was a phenomenal situation going on there. And like I said, the support that went down for Until Death Do Us Part, the stage play that I wrote back in 2011. I did it 3 times, and I brought it back, added a little seasoning. We had a couple original songs in there, because Kishira Bailey had her song that said the show inspired her to write No More. You got to check her out on her different platform, on all major audio platforms. Kishira Bailey, No More. The song's called No More. You got to check it out. It's fly. I'm not saying it because it was inspired by the play, but it's a phenomenal song. She's a phenomenal actress and singer. She is the bomb. And then I wrote a song, and she sang that one too. Both songs, a cappella, no music. I don't know why I had to say a cappella, no music, because when I say a cappella, y'all know it's no music. And she did her thing. So now I'm in the process of writing the next show. I'm 20 pages in, and it's very tasty. I guess this means tasty, y'all. It is very tasty. Very, very tasty. So I'm working on that. Once that's done, then of course we're gonna talk about it, advertise it, and all that stuff. And the same characters. I got a couple of characters I'm gonna throw in there. Some more plot twists and stuff like that. But it's gonna go on down. And I'm just letting you know that for sure. And then I'm actually in a stage play, Sins of a Father, December 20th at the Addicts Theater. At the Addicts, I'm going to sit up in my chair at the Addicts Theater. Look at that. You see it at the Addicts Theater right there, 1010 Church Street, Norfolk, Virginia. December 20th, 2025, Saturday, 7 p.m. Sins of a Father. And Zeus Campbell, he is going to be hosting the show. And he is a phenomenal writer, actor, producer, director. And he's in movies from all over the place. Okay, he is the guy he is the guy for this. There's some major things going down with this show. And to be at the Addicts Theater, to play on the Addicts Theater stage, man, I've done a show at the Lincoln Theater in DC, and next to Ben's Chili Bowl. Dude, that was phenomenal food over there. Y'all gotta check that out. But to be in my lifetime to be on two historic black stages, the Addicts Theater, that's a definite honor. And like I said, Zeus Campbell, he is going to be hosting this fantastic show, and it's a moth production, a moth production. So you got to go online, not to Eventbrite, not to this Bright, not to that Bright, but to Ticketmaster. That's how you know you made it. I've made it, mama. I can tell my mama, she's probably watching this now. I made it because I'm doing a show on the Addicts Theater stage, and you can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. When you go to Ticketmaster, you go see this kind of stuff. Look at that, man. And, the show is phenomenal. We was in rehearsal yesterday. I'm telling y'all, in for a treat. So, like I said, Sins of a Father, the Ministry is a stage play written by Chris Carwell, and phenomenal director. He's doing his thing, and this is a final farewell thing and so he's pretty much saying, listen, farewell to Virginia, because this show is not going to be here after the 20th. So if you don't get your tickets on the 20th, sorry, Charlie. I ain't said that in years. But anyway, so make sure you get your tickets. Now we gonna oh man, I'm almost running out of time. Ferg 5. Not just me and my daughter, we went to go see Black Phone 2. And Black Phone 2 was doo-doo. I feel like Stephen A. Smith. It was doo-doo. It was trash. I'ma say it. Black Phone 2, you're the bum of the day. You are the bum of the first one. Not the first one. It was the bomb. This one, it was the bomb. It was a bomb. So you went from the bomb to a bomb. You kept the bomb in there, but you moved the word, and you went from a bomb. That was the yeah. So I gotta, it's got a Ferg 5. I gotta give it one of the finger, not the finger. Like, I have to explain myself for the new viewers. Like, if it's a good movie, it's called the Ferg 5. And so I put up my 5 fingers, and I rate you off the 5 fingers that I have. Well, excuse me, the 4 fingers and the thumb that I have up here. And I rate the movie. I can't put up my fingers because I don't like it. The movie is garbage. I'm sorry, Ethan. I actually, to let y'all know a fun fact, I was actually in a movie with Ethan Hawke back in, was it 2020. Actually, it was 2019 and 2018 when we were filming, and it aired in 2020 on Showtime. It's called The Good Lord Bird. And when I say Ethan Hawke is a beast, he is a beast of an actor, and very cool on set. I was able to meet him, talk to him, stuff like that. Very down to earth guy, very, very talented. But they did you wrong in Black Phone 2. It's not your fault. I'm not, Ethan, this is not your fault, buddy. It is not your fault. It is not your fault. I just want to say Black Phone, the first one was good, but this one, nah. So I give it a Ferg 1. It didn't get the Ferg 5. I'm sorry. Well, sorry, Charlie. It gets the Ferg 1. It don't get a Ferg 5. Sorry. Now, let's move on to the NFL picks because I'm running out of time. I got 15 minutes to go through this. All right, so briefly, we're going to cover the Detroit Lions game versus the Eagles. Okay. I'm a Detroit Lions fan. I was yelling and screaming at the TV. What are y'all doing? What's going on? Philly did their thing. I mean, our defense held them, but Philly did their thing. They was blocking passes. They did. We didn't show up. You know what? We showed up. Philly stopped us. We gonna do that. Okay. Now, because I'm running out of time, I was gonna elaborate on that game, but I am running out of time. So my picks: Pittsburgh versus the Bears. Pittsburgh versus the Bears. Will Aaron Rodgers play or will Mason Rudolph play? But I'm gonna just say this. I believe Pittsburgh is going to beat the Bears. Right now, the Bears have a momentum. Yes, it's a wild card shot. Bears at home with the momentum, and Pittsburgh don't have don't have Aaron Rodgers, but the dude will Washington on one side. He's running over people. He's running over people. So I'm going to call Pittsburgh. Man, I know I put the Bears at first. I put the Bears winning. I did put the Bears winning. But I don't know, man. I just think that Pittsburgh going to stop the run. I think they're going to stop them. But however, because I did say the Bears and I have it up there, I can't change it. So I'm going to go with the Bears like back in the day. Y'all remember Walter Payton, the Fridge, all those guys? Look, Mike Dick, all those guys. So we going to go with the Bears. So I'm not going to renege like a bad game of spades, when people are reneging and stuff. I'm not going to renege. We're going to go with the Bears. So Pittsburgh versus the Bears, we're going to go with the Bears. Minnesota versus Green Bay. Minnesota's been struggling, so they need to redeem themselves. I say Minnesota will win this game in Green Bay. JJ McCarthy's going to do his thing right there in Green Bay versus Mr. Love. Pause. I'm not calling. Y'all know what I'm saying. Jordan Love. So the Giants versus the Lions, that game right there, we will win. It's a redemption game. It's coming off a lose against Philly, and we're angry, and we're gonna be wearing black and blue because we're a black and blue division. I was all right, So right there, like I said, I'm going to go with the Lions. We need to redeem ourselves. The offense need to redeem themselves, and we need to continue to excel because as Jameis Winston might be starting that game for the Giants. Either way, Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson, it don't matter. But the Lions will win that game. Thursday night football. Thursday night football, we're going to go with, so you got the Bills versus the Texans. I'm going to go with the Bills. Although you have a good quarterback, the Texans have a good quarterback. I think CJ is still out. I think Mills is still going to be playing. So I'm going to go with the Bills. The Bills, they're a hot team. They're a very hot team. Sunday night football. Buccaneers versus the Rams. Gotta go with the Rams. Matt Stafford and company have shown out, and they have been whooping tail. And I liked the uniforms last Sunday. That was pretty hot. And Monday night football. Panthers versus the 49ers. You got Bryce Young, and you got what's the boy? Brock Purdy on the other side. I think the Panthers. I gotta call it upset again. I'm gonna go with the Panthers. I think they're really going to do their thing this time around. So you have it. There you have it. I was going to go into another commercial break, but I am not. I was going to show you a trailer, but due to the time, I'm actually running out of time. We can actually pull up the sins of the father again for me. Talk some more about that. I did not tell you guys I am in this play, but I did not tell you the role that I have in this production. Y'all probably was like, he talked about the play. David tell me what role he gonna play, how am I gonna come out and support him, and I don't know what he doing. Is he being a Chippendale? Is he a male dancer in Sins of the Father? Is he the black stripper? No, this is not a Tyler Perry movie. Y'all know what I mean by that. Tyler, I will write for you, I will work for you, but yeah. But I will be playing a detective. Yes, this guy, me, yeah, I'm going to be playing a detective. And I'm going to be detecting stuff. And when I detect the stuff, and then I'm going to get to the bottom line of what I detected. All jokes aside, I will be playing Detective Lewis. All right. And like I said, don't forget, while you're watching this, you can go to the QR code and you can scan it and you can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. I don't know why I'm talking like a grandma. You can get your tickets at Ticketmaster. No, let me stop playing. But yeah, you get your tickets at Ticketmaster and support the show, man. This is phenomenal work. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of moving parts when it comes to plays. And when people sit down and watch it, it's just like, oh man, this is amazing. And this show is an amazing show. And I'm not just saying it because people are watching. It is an amazing show. I am saying it. Now, look. Now I'm taking my glasses off so you can listen to me. December 20th, 2025, not December 20th, 2026. But I bought my tickets and I didn't show up because I thought you was talking about December 2026. No. December 20th, 2025. On a Saturday. So whatever you're doing that Saturday, you're cleaning up, you're doing your spring cleaning in the fall, doing it up, raking leaves and all that stuff. Getting ready for Christmas, getting ready for Thanksgiving. Yeah, see, I brought that back. But make sure you go to the website. And then you can go to a More Production website also and check out the things that's going on with More Production. It's a 7 venues event hosted by Zeus Campbell. And then let's flip to the to Kazi's flyer. Like I said, we got the tribute to Donna Lewis on November 30th, 2025, of course, at 4 p.m. It's a $5 cover. Make sure you come out and celebrate with us because she would want to celebrate you. She would want to celebrate you. So make sure you come out and support this I hate to say an event, but it is. It's an event. And it's for a good cause. It's for a good cause. Thank you, Art. So make sure you come out to Kazi's Comedy Club. It is my favorite club by far. It is because it has, if you haven't been there, it has the whole New York feel, bar, tavern, stage right there, and has the comedians that's been there along the wall. You know, it has a great feel. The people there are great. Some magnificent people came through there. Jimmy Walker came through there. It was the dude that I forgot his name. The man that make the noises from Police Academy. Winslow. He came through there before. He done a show there before. A lot of people have done great work on that stage. Even Gallagher. Gallagher, I can't remember when he was there last. I'm gonna try to pull it up, but I can't remember. I forget it. Don't even worry about it. I ain't got enough time. But yeah, it was a few years ago. So like I said, a lot of people have come through that club. Um, one of my favorite musicians, not magicians. I say musician. One of my favorite magicians have came through that club. He's there all the time. Um, Kevin Lee. Kevin Lee, and he's been all over the world, all over the world. And he's been on that very same stage that I stood on, that same stage that these famous people. And I guess I got famous people blood. Pause. Nah, I shouldn't have said all that. But no, for real. All jokes aside, that is the name of comedy club. All jokes aside. Oh, now I'm acting like Dory. But Kazi's Comedy Club is a spot that you want to come, and not just for this situation. When you come, you like, man, I gotta come back here. You got to come back. You know that's my spot. That's one of my favorite spots, and it's wild because I have been there in almost a year, because I've been, as a working actor, I've been working. I've been in movies. I've been in plays. Blowback, you've been seeing the trailer. I've been Snooze You Lose. Y'all seen the trailer? I don't know why I pointed down, but Snooze You Lose, directed by Mark Gatlin. Uh, Blowback, directed by Brian Thompson. I mean, that got Clifton Powell in it. I've been around now. I've been around. I've been busy, but it's kind of sad that I'm coming back on a sad occasion, and it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. But when you're working, and like I said, be great on purpose, and we're gonna close this thing out. Make sure you support those things, those situations. Sense of a Father. Making sure you come out to that December 20th, November 30th. Make sure you come and support a tribute to Donna Lewis at Cosby's Comedy Club, and we got other things that's going on. And don't forget, thanks for giving. Thanks for giving. Close out with my sayings: be great on purpose, be intentional, stay connected to God. I got a couple of things going on. Stay connected to God, and don't worry about when the storm going to pass by. Learn how to dance in the rain. Learn how to deal with adversity, and things gonna be great. And and stop following your plans. I had quite a few. I'm sorry. Stop following your plans and follow God's plan. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. I'm glad to be back, and I'll be back next Wednesday, same time, same channel. Be great on purpose. You guys have a great night. And wait. Next week is Thanksgiving. Next Thursday, we gonna get some food. Thanks for giving, y'all. For real. If I don't see y'all, thanks for giving. Happy Thanksgiving. But I will see y'all. And you guys have a good night. And I'll be back. Y'all have a good one.